When we look to the future, we face a lot of environmental challenges. But what if we could leave better footprints behind? Collaboration is the only solution because when everything adds up, every action counts. Physical events create an enormously positive effect in social sustainability, but events also generate CO2 emissions. So the starting point was to find a solution to identify and lower the emissions of the event business.
Well, if we're going to reach climate neutral events, we needed to understand each event's individual footprints. But also in a bigger perspective, we needed to understand how much CO2 emissions do all of our events create in a year. And since CO2 emissions, it's something invisible, we needed to make this visible. And that's pretty much how our calculator was born. By developing the calculator, we made the CO2 emissions tangible. So it wasn't really that we changed our behavior. It was more that we extended our way of working with budgets and logistics, so it also included the CO2 emissions. We made it a standard instead of being optional.
The calculator was in use by 2019 and it's still developing. We can calculate the CO2 emissions of all types of events, and it reveals how different alternatives affect the emissions throughout the project. If we put in activities like energy consumption, accommodation like hotels, or waste, here you can choose from recycled and circular options that will lower the total emission. Catering with different choices of food like vegetarian or beef, and arrival, for example arriving with the train versus taking a flight, it makes a difference.
I think it's been an eye-opener for many clients. We can show them how their decisions have an impact on the CO2 emissions. And of course, most clients, they want to make a difference. It might seem that it's only calculating in numbers, but this has been something that has influenced our work with our client and our supplier. Around this, we can work together, which brings out an amazing creativity and also better communication. Climate work is actually a good tool to increasing engagement, but also to build stronger brands.
The number one solution is always to reduce emissions. Activities alone can't make an event carbon neutral. With our total CO2 amount from an event, we can buy carbon credits to offset those remaining emissions. Now, CO2 is global, so by offsetting that same amount in another part of the world, our event can be carbon neutral. By focusing on renewable energy, we contribute to a faster transition to a greener future.
By continuously developing the calculator, we can see how any decision have an impact on the CO2 emissions. So we can make it visible, and if it's visible, we can make it tangible. So you could really say that it's about presenting choices that everyone can understand. And if you're given an option, most people, they want to make a better choice. In 2022, we were offsetting 50% of our projects, and that's half as good as we want to be. Our goal is to become 100% climate neutral events. The event business has so much creativity, and if we all work together, we can really make a change.
By sharing experiences, we can all join on the path for better footprints. Together, we all count.